What's up, guys? It's Motoko here, and I want to talk just briefly, real quick, about clearing content. So, for those of you who may not know, I'm sure most of you do, but you get pretty significant rewards for clearing all of the levels in Chapter 1 and Chapter 2. I'm sure what most of you did is you just kind of blew through the content and skipped these walks, the hunter walk, the warrior walk, the mage's walk. Probably more than likely because you only had one class um, unlocked, or one job branch able to be unlocked. Um, a good thing to do is to just go ahead and come back to chapter 1. Do some farming with all the classes. What you need is you need to get to, I believe it's 80 kills. It's 80 kills. Now, I know what you're thinking. 80 kills, that's, oh my gosh, that's like a lot. But if you think in terms of, okay, there's on average about 3 mobs per round, per battle in an instance. And then you got the last boss, which is like 1, so it'd be like 3 times 3 plus 1, which is 10. Okay, so on average, you're looking at about 10 monsters per time you run this. So you really only need to run this, like, run any particular instance like between 8 to 10 times. Okay. And that's if you don't run into any that have, those super chains of like 5 mobs, and so it could be less than that, but mostly it's going to be between 8 to 10 times for each class. Okay, so stamina wise, um, you're looking at roughly 50 stamina. And right now, my gauge at level 26, I have 55 stamina. So it's not even really a full stamina bar to finish one class. Now, these fights are slightly challenging. I tried to go into the Warrior's Walk with my knight that I unlocked. I have knight unlocked right now. He's nowhere near finished. I'm only on skill panel 2, and I still have a long ways to go. But I was able to get the first instance down with just a really scrub knight. The first Warrior's Walk, and then the War Guards of Shrine. I completed with my knight, and then I went through with my hunter because he's maxed out, and he just made everything real easy to do the last 2 levels. But yeah, so even with a really low class job and crap cards for that job, I mean, if you look at my knight setup right now, I'm using mostly ranger class cards, and it's just basically like a earth wind seed farm setup. It's not even close to optimal. So yeah. It's not too terribly hard to finish chapter 1. Okay, so what do you get for that? Now, I got an achievement. Not only do you get rewards, I think you get 3 ability tickets for finishing each one of these, but I got an achievement unlocked that sent me 5 crystals in the mail. So now I have a total of 12 crystals because I went back and I totally completed chapters 1 and 2. Now, what do I mean by totally completed? That means you have a check mark in every single one of these instances, okay? So if there's any instance that you may have missed or that doesn't have a check mark because there were a few in chapter 2 that I had missed, because I just decided when I was clearing the content the first time to just skip over them. I did not realize that there was an achievement or a prize. So for people who are just starting out, or they cleared the content but they haven't finished the maps, go ahead and go back and finish these maps. These crystals that you get are absolutely huge. These are going to set you up for your future jobs, whatever they may be, and it's going to save you a lot of magicite later, so that you don't have to purchase crystals. Crystals are something that is almost worth purchasing. They're common enough to where you don't want to buy them if you don't absolutely have to. But if you have no choice and you need the crystal to finish that, fourth panel or whatever, then buying the crystal if you have to is okay. Okay, you shouldn't feel bad about it. You shouldn't feel dirty. Okay. So that's basically kind of what I wanted to say in a nutshell. Let me also hit up on this farming real fast. These bosses right here, they move around the map as you beat them. They never go away. I know, because I sat there and I tried to kill them, like, I don't know how many times, and I was like, hey, are these things ever going to die? Am I ever going to get a special prize? The special prize you get from these things is the ability to unlock cards, to card augment. Okay. Now, what does that give you? Okay, when you augment these cards, here's one for example. Okay, you have the Dust Gigas. Okay, if you were to augment this to a 3-star, the lesser prefix would drop away and it would just become Brave. Now, what does that mean? That means that any support cards that have the ability Brave, you would be able to level up. For instance, if you manage to find a Dust Gigas with Boost, right, you could level it up to level 3, and then you could use those cards to level up Artemis. Okay, so it's a very important tool. It's something that you're eventually going to have to do. It's a process that I kind of started up a little bit today. I still have a tremendous amount of work to do. I've been farming primarily the poo-poo event, and I managed to finish all of my end spells to 4-star, get them all leveled up, and so I'm trying to move on to different things, and I'm going to show you guys some more of this content as I run it and do things. So I hope you found this at least semi-informative. I know a lot of this is kind of common information. You can find most of this stuff on Reddit if you haven't already looked. But just for those people who don't visit the forums, or they don't frequent places of information, and they're just looking for a way to find information, I just wanted to make this video real fast. Okay, so that's pretty much all I have for this particular video. If you guys have any questions or comments, definitely leave them in the comments below. I have a lot of time available to answer questions right now, so feel free to hit me up. Thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate your support, and I'll see you next video.